Hello and welcome to Points of the Crown. It is Wednesday, December 17th, a week before Christmas Eve. Friends, welcome. We've got joining us as always is James at Sketching the Beast. James, how you doing?
I'm fantastic, man. How you guys doing?
Doing good, doing good. We also got TS joining us again. What's up, TS?
How's it going? My name's TS and I write comics. Thanks for having me, dudes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You survived last week. And you're like,
let's come back
for more.
As I had to come, I was like, can I come and mess with James some more? Was really the thing. I thought about waiting until like halfway through the show and just showing up whenever things are really awkward for him and just come in to drop some bombs on him. But I got off work a little bit early, so.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. Well, you'll be joining us, and along with us later this evening, we have a somewhat secret guest. I say we, it's me and the mouse in the pocket, put a slightly blurred picture of him on the thumbnail, so you might be able to guess who it is, maybe not. But no one had any conventions last weekend, right?
No,
I don't think so.
No,
not us.
My convention was my my Whatnot show.
There you go. How'd that go? What's up, Dave?
It went pretty good, man. It went pretty good. Streaming has been kind of popping off for me. I'm sad that I've waited so long to get back to it.
Oh yeah, Whatnot. From what I hear, Whatnot has its ups and downs. Has some good times. I hear for the actual like comic vendors on there is getting pretty gritty. You know, people are really nickeling and diming them.
Yes,
but for artists, it sounds like it's pretty good.
I've seen a lot of hit or miss stuff. I get invited to like a lot of shops, whatnots, and they'll have me on because they have like one of my indie books or something on their shelves, and I'll come help them sell it. And those do really well. And then when my buddies do their actual indie book themselves on there, it never sells. Like it does not go the way it's hard. Yeah. That's a platform for collectors. They're looking to be told why this book is awesome. It's not like TikTok where people are there to go and find a new book and try it out. So it's not always the easiest to be trying to sell in like an indie book or something there.
Yeah, selling things at cost or price or whatever, or I should say at price is difficult. If you're not offering them a deal that they can be like, ooh, let me bid on this, then it's
you got to go full Carney mode. This is one of a kind. You'll never see it ever again. And I'm about to go work for Marvel. I'm going to be Stan Lee. So you want to buy it now while you still can. And once in a while, someone will buy something, but usually they can see that you're trying to sell them.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of being at a convention. At a convention, if you have that mentality, people will just flee from the area.
You can't do it at all. You just gotta go make friends. That's the only way I make sales. Is I just ask people what's going on, what are the coolest cosplays, what's the cool stuff I don't get to look at. The second you try to sell something at a con, they're out of there.
That's how I get people to get away from my table. Actually, like, you'll get every now and then the people that will just be standing there having a conversation. The worst is when their back is to you.
Oh my gosh.
I'll very politely interrupt and start selling them things just to make them leave. It works every time.
I was in like a fire lane at the last one I was at in front of like one of the pillars, and there was these people that were just hanging out there, and I had to be that guy. I flagged the fire marshal. I was like, hey, are we allowed to congregate here to get them to clear my table so I can get customers again? I'm full narc. I'm like I had to snitch on them because they're blocking all the customers from seeing my booth.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, that was a few years ago now, wasn't it? Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, C2E2. Oh yeah. That was a good show though. It was a good time. I need to get back out there.
Yeah.
So guys, last week we talked about some of the trailers that were coming out. We took a look at I think it was Supergirl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just watched like the teaser, then the full trailer came out.
Yeah.
That's already old news. But we never got the Doomsday trailer for Marvel. Turns out they're putting that in with Avatar.
They sure are.
My screen just went completely black for a second.
Unless you're on the dark web. And
I
then,
saw the teaser of somebody leaking the
right.
The
I was gonna say all the leaked audios that we would never watch because that would be frowned upon. I would never do that.
Never, ever.
I would definitely not listen to all of the leaked audios for the other trailers either.
Me neither.
No. Well, in the meantime, we had a few new trailers drop on us. Some are being talked about more than others. Have you guys seen the Street Fighter movie trailer?
I saw the original one with Carl Urban, right? That's his name. I saw that one.
That's
a
Mortal
while
Kombat.
back. Oh! Wow! I mixed them up.
This is the other '90s fighting game turned into movie.
Sorry, I grouped them in.
So this is we'll play some of this. I don't know. This might get me that copyright strike.
Yeah, that might get you.
Might, yeah. Was that 50 Cent?
Yep. He's playing
Balrog.
Balrog.
Oh my gosh. Get out of here. Oh my god.
I don't really remember the first movie that well.
But it's so iconic.
Yeah. I mean,
it's been many, many years.
I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep.
That's about it. I don't even remember anything he did.
The dad from Addams Family played M. Bison, and that one, he's got some really cool lines in it. The movie itself not great. It's super campy, but watch it with the kids or something. That's a fun time.
So here's my thought: is this supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Okay. Street Fighter is supposed to be funny? Okay.
I mean, well, I don't know if Street Fighter is supposed to be funny. This movie's supposed to be funny.
That's the vibe.
Raul Julia, thank you, Dave.
Funny.
Yeah, I never went and saw the new Mortal Kombat, even though it looked badass. It looked like it's trying to put a more edgy, newer spin on it. This looks like it's embracing
the camp of it all.
Yeah, which at the end of it is as long as it's entertaining, it's fun. Good story.
mean, what are we hoping for? If you want a serious one, you have the anime that came out in the in the 90s. That's fun, and it's really serious. But if you're looking for something silly, this is going to be a fun time. I mean, whenever you have a fighting game, I don't know if you guys grew up playing all those fighting games, but those stories, even when they get intricate, they're still bonkers. They're just full camp. You have 90 characters, and they each have one ending and one beginning, and you see one frame, and that's the whole thing. And they got to make a story out of this. It's going to be silly fun,
Well, especially Tekken back in the day. I remember back when the CG animatics were barely there.
Yeah, on the PS1.
It just made me wonder even more what the hell is going on here? Not sure why we're fighting, not sure why any of these people aren't going to jail.
Well, because they run the world. They run the Illuminati. That is who puts the tournament on, is one company that owns the entire world. The lore for Tekken is silly stupid. I'm obsessed with Tekken. So we could get into it if we want, but really what matters is that they have giant bears and they're allowed to fight in the tournament, and they know martial arts.
Well,
Tekken's cool. I like Tekken.
The thing about putting it into movie format is that if it's not going to be a tournament, if you're just kind of make a real story out of it,
right?
Then it's okay, where's law enforcement at? Why don't any of these people have guns? Why are the guns ineffective? Right?
Because they can shoot fireballs, Steve. That's it. They shoot fireballs out of their hands. What's a gun gonna do to that? Stop them very quickly, it turns out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I see the folly in my ways and thinking here. Who was the dude in Mortal Kombat, the cop that had the gun? Is that Stryker?
Yes, yeah, Stryker.
That was my dude. He had hand grenades and guns, and if you learned how to time it, no one could beat you. You're just constantly throwing grenades. That would be my move if I was in any of these movies. Just
Steve's a spammer.
Who's the dude with the steel arms? He's got two metal arms. He also has guns in his arms too.
The black dude?
Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat is just superior. I think is what we're deciding because of all the guns.
Yes, I mean, if Fatality. What's the fatality? Well, you shot him.
You win.
Not even in a great spot, but he's gonna bleed out because there's no hospitals around, and he looks like a giant monster. So,
oh, Dave answered it. It's Jax. That was his name. Jax. Thank you.
Yes,
I couldn't.
yes.
As soon as I said Jax, I couldn't remember if that was Mortal Kombat or if that was Killer Instinct. Because wasn't there a dude on there?
There's a few characters like that too, but
oh yeah, Killer Instinct is fun.
They had the werewolf. That's why I played Killer Instinct.
Yeah, dude, the werewolf was the most badass character in Killer Instinct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Name one other character from Killer Instinct. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct. There's dude, we used to play the hell out of that game. It was there's Blood Wolf, Falgore, Orchid.
So you can name these characters.
Dude, wow, I think one of the characters' name was Skeletor, if I remember right.
Just straight up Skeletor.
Dude, we played the hell out of that. Now, I always thought from a fighting game perspective, I really liked Tekken. It made sense, right? There's a good flow to it. But the Dead or Alive fighting games, I always thought had a good system too, with like the grapples, the throws.
And all you can counter a counter in Dead or Alive. It was really really in depth. That was the first time I had played some stuff like around like the professional circuit. Like I went to tournaments, and that was one where like I couldn't even like broach it. Like it was so intense of needing to know the intricacies of how to counter stuff. I mean, I can like barrel my way through a lot of fighting games, but that was one I just couldn't get into it. I like it; it's fun, but it was too hard for me. I'm not good enough.
Yeah, I just got really good at spamming certain combos and attacks.
I mean, that sounds like you based on the Striker story.
Dude, my kid. So me and my kid play Marvel vs. Capcom. He is 6, going on 7, and he actually can kick my butt.
I think that says more about you than it does your kid, James.
He just but he just beats on the thing, and I'm like, dude, don't beat on it. You're gonna break it. Because I got
that's how you win Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, that's clearly it. Like
that's good advice.
Yeah, just beat it, man.
Well, don't beat on it, or you'll break it.
Blind. That's what my dad told me. Like you go blind if you beat on it, and that controller's not cheap.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that,
okay,
we've got the next trailer that came out was quite the segue here. Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider. I've not seen this. I didn't know they were coming out with another Tomb Raider.
This is brand. I thought it was
two of them.
I thought it was a movie trailer at first because it was playing on a small screen. I realized, oh no, I'm an idiot.
You didn't watch Game Awards live and see the announcement?
I don't watch much of anything.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had time to watch nothing either.
You guys have seen how much caffeine I drink on this show. I don't sleep a lot.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's
me neither. Me neither. I was streaming until 2 o'clock. Man, it was like 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They're remaking the first Tomb Raider from PS1.
Yeah.
And then they're doing a new Tomb Raider, the same team.
That's crazy.
I think this is supposed to be in game here.
Yeah, this is supposedly in game engine stuff. I don't know how bullshotty it is. Like we'll see when it finally comes out. But it does look fun, and they brought back the dive that she used to do from the PS1 game. So it's all like, but it goes into bullet time now.
Like Max Payne?
Yes, it looks exactly like the Max Payne.
We got a Max Payne Lara Croft?
Yes, and like the thing is a lot of people remember it being in slow motion. It's just that the PS1 was so crappy. That's all it can only render it in so many frames.
Just lagging out.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
But they did change the Velociraptors. The Velociraptors have feathers now.
Perfect.
See? Makes sense.
To update it.
Yeah. To update to the current dinosaur lore.
Right, exactly.
We're gonna find out someday that these were not scaly beasts at all. They were just literally chickens running
literally
around.
Birds. Every time we get closer and closer to that, and I'm like, they're just birds. We can just admit that they were chocobos, right? I'm like 90% sure that's what it is.
Even the brontosauruses, they're birds. It was really bulky. Yeah.
The T-Rex has feathers too. Okay, so they all have feathers, man.
Yeah, weird.
There's a whole thing that's going on right now in like this online YouTube science community where they're talking about what they call it, the elephant skin effect or something like that. Where
we're like they're like the stretching over it, and there should be thicker, right? Like that whole thing.
And all we did was we pretty much just saran wrap these skeletons.
Saran wrapping, that's what they call it.
It's like, oh, that's what it looked like, but it doesn't account for like fat or anything else. It's just
I fell down that rabbit hole as well on like TikTok and stuff, and my kids were asking like, "Dad, are you really interested in this?" I'm like, "No, I'm not a science guy at all, but I'm going to watch every bit that I can about this because this is fascinating."
No.
I was fed so much propaganda about dinosaurs as a '90s kid.
when you think about all the things that we like to think that we're experts on, and we really know nothing about,
anything.
And we're going to talk about something that was around hundreds of millions of years ago.
Right. And like the thing is there's so many people because of how insular that community is for like paleontology and stuff, where like if they decide that they're right, they kind of decide it. So when people kind of do debunk it, because it's so like a club of people who decide what's true, they would hide evidence that was proven wrong. They would go, no, I proved this, it's fine. So they would ignore stuff. So it's like there are things that we've learned about dinosaurs over the years, but they just weren't allowed to talk about it because the people at the top are like, no, I'm right, dang it, this is where the leg bone connects to the tailbone. Yeah, and Triceratops are real. And they would kind of throw hissy fits about it.
And by the way, we also sculpted the bones to fit correctly because we couldn't find all the bones.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like so wild, man.
I want to say it was the very first like human remains that they found of was it Lucy?
Yes, yeah.
That it was bones picked up over like it was like 100-foot radius or something crazy.
They're like, we can make this fit.
It's like, it's like Lucy stepped on a freaking landmine. Whoa. And we're just cobbling together. Anyways,
it's like when my kids they lose a piece to their jigsaw puzzle, and me being the good dad, I go, well, I can make this work, and I cut it off the top of the box. This is we found it. Don't worry about it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. Yeah,
that's a good plan right there.
That is.
That's why I'm big
extra.
Bucks, guys.
There's just extra puzzle pieces right there, waiting for you to cut it out.
Now, this has happened to our family multiple times. We'll do like an extended family vacation where we get like a beach house, everyone pitches in, that sort of thing. Inevitably, there will be an evening where some of the folks will be like, you know what, we're just going to hang out at the house and we're going to do a puzzle. There's always puzzles there. People sit down and do a puzzle, right?
That's the whitest thing anyone has ever said.
Welcome to my family. So this has happened multiple times over multiple years, multiple locations, where they'll put together a puzzle and there's one piece missing. Some fucking asshole that stayed there before removed one piece. And it's generally somewhere near the middle. Every time.
That's a souvenir, right? You complete the puzzle and you take it, and now it's your puzzle forever.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
That's serial killer behavior right there. I want you to know, like, if you do that, you're on a list somewhere.
It's not normal. So Tomb Raider, what do we think? Are we? Did you guys play the old games back in the day? Are you looking to jump back on?
No.
Just no.
I played the old ones back on PS1 and PS2 a little bit, and then I played the reboot trilogy, and it was fun. I fell off. I didn't love them as much towards the end. I was more of an Uncharted guy. And this is part of the same team, like part of the same company. Crystal Dynamics is working on this, but along with the new team. I'm excited. I like remasters, and they're going to remake the old game. I have nostalgia for it. I'll wait to see if it's awesome and it's getting rave reviews. I'm sure I'll play through both of them, but
yeah.
I'm midway, excited about it because it's Tomb Raider. It's 2025. I could use something new, but
yeah. What about you guys in chat? Have you been playing any of these games in the past? Are you excited? Let us know. I tried to be good at the Tomb Raider games, but it turns out I'm terrible at puzzles. And
someone took one piece out of the Tomb Raider puzzle.
Yeah. Except it was one piece that was probably right there the whole time. I was just too stupid just running past it,
Well, have you played the reboot ones? They paint everything in yellow, so it's really easy to solve all the stuff.
That's actually more my speed right there.
Right.
But then the gunplay, it's like you're just constantly just bouncing all over the place, constantly shooting, hoping that sooner or later these velociraptors will die.
In the reboot, it's kind of gritty. Like she's trapped on this island, and it's kind of this survival thing, and it's really, really neat. And she has this moral quandary because she's got a bow, and she has to kill this guy because they're there to kill her. She's got to take this guy out, and it's really rough. She kills him. She's crying, I shit you not. Maybe 30 minutes later, you're handed a grenade launcher and you're taking out droves of them.
Got over that pretty quick.
Yeah, there's some whiplash there. They're still fun, but they definitely have some pacing issues.
Maybe I need to go back and play that again. So I did buy that. I remember now that you mentioned that because I bought it on sale for like $5.
Yes, yeah.
And I got so annoyed so quickly with it because I'm like, we're going back in time. I want to fundamentally break this girl so she's like the worst Laura Croft she can be in the future, you know? Kind of like I'm the Terminator. And anyways, yeah, it was. I never got to the grenade launcher part, so maybe I need to go back.
You gotta keep going. You gotta get to the grenade.
You missed it. You missed it.
I can't tell you how many games. I'll play them for like half an hour, and then never play them again.
I mean, with what time? You're an adult with an adult job, and we don't have the same energy as before. There's no time to finish games.
What's up, Rebel? Yeah, it's that, and I think my attention span. It's like, I don't know. As soon as you tell me I have to go here to do this, to get this, to give to this person, I'm like,
no additional quest lines, no side quests for you.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like Skyrim. I think Skyrim or whatever broke that for me. It's like I'm just trying to go do the main quest, and like 20 things happen. Oh, Red Dead. Red Dead's good for that too.
Yeah, you're always running to 50 things. The good thing is, like, if you're doing Skyrim, you want to go do the side quest because the main quest in Skyrim kind of sucks. Like, it's kind of boring.
No,
So you want to go
not
do
great.
the side quest.
And then that's the next time I played. That's why I did nothing but side quests. And then partway through, I'm like, dude, I have like 300 things I'm supposed to do.
I have a real problem of just like taking every quest in any game I'm playing.
Yeah,
I used to play a lot of MMOs in my 20s, and I would look at the quest log, and I would just give up on an MMO because I have 50,000 side quests that I'm never going to complete.
Yeah.
See, like Dave here, I was my brother had bought a Nintendo 64 that we played the hell out of.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until later that we got a PlayStation, and even then we weren't playing. Like, I guess a lot like these games that like everybody played. We're playing like Diablo.
Diablo on the PS1. That is,
we had local multiplayer. Me and my brother played the shit out of that.
Nice.
It was
that's a special time. I mean, like the PS1 was the JRPG machine. That's what got me into like Final Fantasy. I'm still playing them. I'm still playing the same ones on the PlayStation. I just got a Final Fantasy 8, like the remastered version, and I'm like, am I just 12 again? Is that what's happening? I'm just playing these same games until I die, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's some people that are literally playing the same game on what is it, Twitch?
Yeah.
For Minecraft alone. I mean, there's people that play Minecraft literally every day on there.
My kids play Minecraft every day, and like I like Legos. I've played Minecraft. I had a good time every once in a while, but like the way that they can just sit there and I buy them other games, whatever you want. Let's play something. They're like, Dad, we just want to play with Minecraft. I'm like, okay, survival mode. They're like, no, creative. It's just Legos. This is Legos to them, which is awesome. I love it. But I can't do it. You guys play it. I'll watch. I can't go build another building.
I go in there. Yeah, I build a house and then I'm done. That's it.
Done. Did it.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go read a comic book.
Yeah.
I think the last time I played Minecraft was probably 15 years ago, and I probably played it for about half an hour. I know that I had it because it was on my Xbox that I don't have anymore. But
they're coming out with like a new Minecraft style. I don't know if it might actually be Minecraft, but they're like coming out with like a story game RPG for Minecraft.
Oh, interesting. I know they had that Diablo like a few years ago, Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah, this one's more Skyrim meets Minecraft. It might not be actually Minecraft. It might be a different game, but I saw some gameplay. I was like, oh, I've
seen a couple of those, like those voxel-based builders, and they do stuff with them. And that's always interesting. I think I just don't have the free time to play a game that's all about building anymore. Like this, like free roam, do whatever you want. I'm like, no, I need a linear story that's 10 hours, that I can play 1 hour every month. And
as soon as a game says it has crafting in it, I'm like, oh, I'm out. I'm out.
I love a good tree puncher where I can sit there and build my house in the trees, but I'm getting 30 minutes into it. That's the most I'm ever going to get a chance to play this game.
That is probably the best way to refer to those games is tree punchers.
Tree punchers. I got that from IGN whenever they would review something. They're like, yeah, so you start like the normal way, you punch trees. I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly the game you're talking about now.
Well, the pain in the ass for most of it is if you need a rock, you can't just pick up a rock. You got to go find a rock.
Wait, because you can punch trees. That makes sense, Steve.
Yeah.
You can't punch a rock. That's crazy.
Ugh.
You can tame a dinosaur with berries, but there's no way you could punch a rock.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That was, dude. So that was me and my brothers and buddies. We would play GoldenEye
Freaking love
Yes.
religiously. And then once
Yes.
Perfect Dark came out, the spiritual successor, I mean, I remember that was my phase in my life where I'm like, okay, if we get home now at this time, that means I could play for 7 hours before I have to go to bed. Like, I was doing that kind of math like they did in South Park with
Right.
most of the, I forget what it's called, whatever game system they had. But
The Okama Game
oh.
Sphere.
that's what it
Yes,
was
yes.
with Tally. Yeah. Yes.
I played thousands of hours of GoldenEye, and then carried over as a teenager with Halo 2.
Oh,
That was
Halo.
really, like, constantly.
Yeah. What about the
Halo
Star
was
Wars
that.
games? You get any of the Star Wars games back then?
Oh yeah. Those. I
My-
mean, they
My
were
cousin
great.
played those. Yeah, I never got into
What's up?
them.
Rogue Squadron, Shadow of the Empire. You had some really crappy beat 'em ups on the PS1. You had Warriors of Terrakasi or Fighters of Terrakasi, whatever the heck.
Oh, that was their
game
fighting
was.
game.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can play as Luke with a lightsaber. You should already win.
Yeah, no, but you're fighting the fan person who has to avenge his family
Yeah.
because Anakin messed him up.
You're fist fighting a Tusken Raider because sand people was somewhat offensive. Yeah, but your lightsaber doesn't just kill them instantly.
No, everybody knows that. It's just like,
No.
any game that you have with them, it's like, no, their armor is special, even though it can be bludgeoned by rocks with Ewoks, but the lightsaber bounces off of it.
It's like a foam baton you're just hitting them with.
Right.
Well, they've got a new trailer out that I've yet to hear anyone say a peep about this. Everyone's talking about Superman, Supergirl, and everything else. This trailer dropped 5 days ago.
Photor. Same
Yeah.
night as Tomb Raider.
Apparently it's got the same dev team from the original Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, whatever the name of the game is that everyone played with Fisher. Something Fisher.
You cut out a lot there. We did
Yeah,
not
I
hear.
was gonna say,
Perfect.
yeah, I didn't hear a word you said. I was like, wait, is my internet being funky? What's going on?
I have no idea. My monitor flashed about 10 minutes ago, and I was like, well, that's the end of this.
This being the spiritual successor to Knights of the Old Republic, with
Yeah.
the same creator, Casey Hudson, who was the director of Star Wars: The Old Republic. So,
Oh, hey, flower. Let's see, what are we gonna call here? This isn't much of a trailer.
No.
not much happened. This is purely a CGI announcement trailer. The big deal was that a lot of people from the original team of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic and the director Casey Hudson are coming back with a new studio to make a new game. They only started making this a few months ago too. So there's no game here. Like there's nothing made yet.
It sounds like most of what Disney has done with Star Wars.
Right.
Oh.
And this is like the
Nothing-
third vaporware game
nothing
they've
here.
announced. The people who make Detroit Become Human also had announced a game called Eclipse a few years ago, and nothing ever came of it. So this
It's
one at
not-
least has some cool pedigree. We
not
have
the
people
Star
who made
Wars
Knights
I'm
of the Old
looking for.
Republic that everyone liked, but
No.
Nice.
Dave says can't do board games when ADD kicks in and lose interest.
For board games?
Board games can be kind of rough, man.
Well, some of them I could see that. Yeah, I got this Batman game a few years ago, and it's been the instructions are so long. I haven't played it because it's daunting. I'm like,
which
okay,
is it the one where you get to patrol the city?
I don't know.
This is where I
in
show my hand and
closet.
tell you that I'm also a board game guy.
It's Batman Arkham something.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Arkham Asylum game is pretty good.
Yeah.
I definitely have that. I am a board game guy. Like me and my friends will play Game of Thrones, the board game, for like 25 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What?
It's a
That's
good
insane.
time. Yeah, and it's
That's
awesome
insane.
because like all the political intrigue, like me and my wife, threaten each other with divorce if we don't hand over that Castle Stark. Like it's mine, and she's like, "Listen, I'll leave you if you don't give me this castle."
Dude, this statement here from
Nothing.
Ben.
It's very- Yeah, but it breeds winners, Rigo. Okay.
Yeah.
Or Uno. Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
Uno.
That's how you become a real man. Is Uno.
Draw
There
four.
was
Draw
the-
four. Draw
the-
four.
Best game of Monopoly I ever played. I played as the banker. I refused to have a piece on the board. But the thing was, I could occasionally make rules that everyone else had to play by. And the best rule that I made is every spot on the board can be purchased.
Oh, so even like Park Place, or not Park, like the free parking.
Free parking. So it is no longer free parking if you buy it. You get to dictate how much it costs.
I mean, that it really is true Monopoly, right? Like the amount
Mhm.
of people that are like, Monopoly sucks. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. It's not meant to be a fun game. It's supposed to teach you that capitalism is bad. But at some point, capitalism bought Monopoly, and we convinced ourselves it's a good time.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that
Easy.
that
If
was
you're not winning, you're
It's the Game of Thrones. You either win or
Yeah.
you die. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's a great time. You guys just need to take your Ritalin and play some Game of Thrones with me.
so some of those board like Monopoly has a lot of no pun intended moving pieces, but there are some board games that I remember going to a buddy's place. He was the guy that their family they would rent a board game for the weekend every Friday.
Okay.
Instead of getting a movie, they go get, and it's always one of those sets that has like 1,000 pieces. And
I
this,
take it
that,
back.
that.
That's the whitest thing you've ever said.
Dude, I don't know. That's another level of super intelligence.
Yeah, renting a board game. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
They
Yeah.
super intelligence on like the Japanese level of
Yes, like I can't like.
yes.
That's wild.
Well, so there we were. He was spent about an hour explaining to me how to play, and we haven't even started playing.
Yeah.
And we don't even have all the pieces out of the box yet. And I'm looking at the clock like I'm leaving here in like an hour. So if we're not gonna start rolling dice, we'll probably start cleaning this up. So, it was something.
What game was it? I gotta know.
Hell if I know. This was like 6 years ago.
It's like that's always the thing. I'm always trying to get everybody in my household to play something new. The newest one that I became obsessed with is called Anachrony. And it's basically, every strategy, real-time strategy, like Warcraft like game that you've seen in board game form. You got to conquer their bases and make sure that your army beats theirs. Except in true complicated board game fashion, there's another piece to it, and that's time travel. So you can send troops from future self to the past and team up with them, and it's the most complicated thing ever. And I'm like, how am I ever supposed to teach people how to play this game? This is
you keep track of that. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Not well. I'm going to tell you that right now. And it's such a good time. I love it so much. But whenever I tell people, I'm like, okay, so it's like you're playing, World of Warcraft, or you're playing StarCraft, except with time travel, and then people just flip the board and walk away immediately. Why would I ever play that game? That sounds way too complicated, and it is. They're not wrong, but I love it.
Yeah, I think that's where Dave is correct here with emeralds for some board games are ridiculous.
Yeah.
That, my friend, as soon as you introduce time travel, it's like
Yeah, I'm out.
okay.
That's why you should just play D&D. It's really easy. Is it cool? Then you can do it. Did you roll high enough? It's badass, and you do the thing. And if that's too complicated, you can play Dread. You guys ever played Dread? You know what that one is?
No.
It's D&D, but with no rules. You just have a Jenga tower. And if you're going to do something that could result poorly, you pull a tile. And you set it on top just like you're playing Jenga. And if your tower falls, you die. That's the only thing. That's the only rule in the entire game. So, you can play it. It works best for a horror setting. That's why it's called Dread. But you don't have to worry about rolling dice. You don't have to know stat sheets, character sheets, any of that crap. You just know how to play Jenga, and you can rule the world. And it's a really, really good time, especially if you're drinking. I would never suggest that. I'm a straight edge guy. I've never had alcohol once in my life, but I can tell you that it goes really, really well with bourbon. I don't know how I know that, but I think that it'd be a good pairing.
I think so. I mean, it sounds legit. I do enjoy some D&D. I haven't played in a while, but that was the same vacation where they were busting out the puzzles. I might have ran a D&D campaign through the week for my brother and sister. They were like, they're significantly younger than me. They're like 15 years younger, so they must have been like 14, 15, 13, somewhere in there. And they had their friends, and none of them are like this, right? At all. They're like very much into sports, athletics. They're like popular at school and stuff. And somehow got them to play D&D, and they freaking loved it.
I mean, because D&D is awesome. I mean, it's basically the way that I describe it to people who haven't done it as an adult is like it's permission to play make-believe again.
Yeah.
You know, you just get to be silly with your pals, and that's fun. It awakens something. It's easy for a storyteller, right? Like, that's my job. I can go do that. That's what I do every day. But when I see people who try it and go, that was freaking awesome, it's because you haven't been on the playground in 25 years. You haven't got to experience just being silly, you know? And it's kind of special. And I think sometimes the dice and stuff get in the way. It seems too nerdy or it's too much work. You got to learn all the rules, just like playing a complicated board game. But if you really just go in with the mindset, maybe a pre-generated character, and you just get to go play make-believe, it's like one of the purest forms of fun you can really have.
I think it's most fun at low level because after a certain point,
you got 45 spells and you do have to balance it all out. It is like playing a high-level RPG, right? Like
the most annoying thing is like watching people roll their dice. Like you have to roll like 8 D6s, and you're just what. Every time that our rogue would do a sneak attack after a certain level, she literally had a cup of dice that was like her go-to attack dice, and she'd dump them in the dice tower, and then you'd spend 10 minutes counting and adding modifiers. And
I play a game called GURPS, and it's generic universal role-playing system, which now that's the whitest thing that was said on the show. And it's just D6s, but like sometimes you roll 100 of them, depending on how strong your character is, what it can do. And there are different little tags. So if like if you're a martial artist and you're going to do a special move and you do the Hadoken, and if you do the actual like hand motion, that's extra 10 dice. And if it's got the fireball tag on it, that's another 20 dice. And you're rolling just thousands of dice. They're all D6s. And then one guy's got to be like, actually, and then you count it all up. And it is the nerdiest thing that I do possible. That is what it is. You're like, actually, sir, you rolled 25 too short, so we have to do more.
And then someone chimes in. They're like, technically, that's an illegal move because you did it before you could take an action point, so you can't actually do any of that.
That's so real.
Yeah.
And like that's where like it gets bogged down. But if you're already in it, that stuff's easy. Like it's not as complicated, and that's part of the fun. But to start off with, if you have a level 1 character in Dungeons and Dragons, you just roll a d20. You don't have to stress about anything else, and it's a good time. You know, you go kill a dragon. It's fun.
That was my one buddy that was on the podcast with me. His move was always, "Oh, I stabbed that in the head." Like, you know, that's not how this works. You can't just say.
I sure can. I did it.
So I just said it. So
stop it.
I guess you did, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the guy that rolls a 20, and you're like, I guess he did stab in the head. Then. There goes the campaign. That ogre was supposed to be the guy we fight here in about 10 hours, but
every time.
I guess we're gonna go find the tavern and hang out with some wenches today.
He would also. He'd also be the guy that's always trying to milk every turn for as much as he can during combat.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you get 3 things you can do. You've already done 3 things. Your turn's done. He's like, well, not yet. I'm like, no, it's done. It's done. You get to do 3 things. We already told you what those 3 things are. You're done.
Those are the guys that need to just go play Baldur's Gate. Or it's like, you need to be doing this solo. You can play 12 guys, and you can do all of their moves over there. This is a team sport. And actually, it's team theater, and we're probably all going to try to make out after this, like we did in theater class. So, if you're here for that,
what's going on here?
My goodness.
Well, the other bit is
what?
You'd be looking at he had a manual, the player's guide or whatever. He's sitting there. It'd be like stewing over, just looking and looking. He's like, hold on. I'm like, dude, you've already done everything that you can do. He's like, hold on, I'm just looking at my character sheet here. You're looking at the manual. And just I'm like looking like someone looking at the menu at a restaurant that they've been to 1,000 times, and they're probably just going to order the same thing they always get.
Order the pizza. You know you're going to get it. You know what you like on it. We have 40 other people that want to take a turn. When I learned how to play D&D, I was 16, and I played with 12 other people. There was a 12-person party. We would have whole hours where it wasn't your turn. And that's where I learned, about hyperactivity, and that's where I started to get in shape because I would just work out. I bought one of those like perfect pull up things, and I would just do that, waiting for my turn for an hour and a half. Where I'm like, and I was the rogue, so it's like I'm just gonna stab somebody. Like it's a really easy thing for me to do.
Yeah,
and then like the wizard, who was admittedly he was an alcoholic. He was already passed out from drinking Crown Royal, by noon. And he would just write on his whiteboard, "I magic missile the darkness," and that was his turn. And we just had to wait for it to get to it. He was already taken care of. But it was
I use magic missile.
Dude, exactly. I love that cartoon.
Oh yeah, it's such a silly thing, but like, I wish more people would give it a chance, because I know it is like the nerdiest thing you could possibly do, but it is genuinely fun, and I think people would really discover that maybe you are nerdier than you thought if you gave one of those things a try.
Well, they say that about a lot of things, that you should try things that you may not think you're into, and sometimes that leads to long-term permanent harm. We won't go any more into that story, but anyways, I'm going to use this as a segue to the next thing, the last trailer we got. You guys might have seen this. There is a new Venom Carnage Spider-Man anime trailer.
Oh. No, I have not heard that.
I don't think I heard this.
Takes place in Japan, huh?
Yeah, Japanese Spider-Man. You guys haven't seen this?
No, I have not.
Very Akira.
Yeah.
He's in for.
Peter, 大丈夫? どうしてもこの感覚が拭えない。何か恐ろしいことが起きそうな気がして。
Whoa, it's very gory. Are we sure this is real?
I know, that's why I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I want to see, because I'm sat for anything Spider-Man, but I'm like, how real is this?
Well, it's Japanese, so at some point they're going to get in giant mech suits and form a giant robot mech suit.
Spider-Man, because Leopardon, his giant mech is red, and that's where the Power Rangers get their mechs from.
There you go.
There we go.
Do not read the old Japanese Spider-Man. Well,
okay.
Tell me not to. You know I'm gonna.
You should, though. You really should. It is a good time. It's not a good time, but also watch the old Tokusatsu Spider-Man. He is the emissary of death.
Emissary of death.
Dude,
I like it.
It's so silly. He's got a morpher. Like it's worth it. Like it's full on Power Rangers. It's such a good time. Yeah, is this AI? Is this counterfeit? What is this?
Yeah, something feels off about it. That's where I'm like, the backgrounds feel weird.
It has the AI artifacting, but but I don't know for sure. I mean, we're watching it in 240p, through somebody else's stream.
Yeah, right.
Are you tricking us right now?
You.
Is this a trick? Yeah, the animation style. And the voice acting is weird too.
That's called Japanese, James. That's why you can't understand it.
Yeah, I know, but
it just sounds like gibberish.
I've watched enough anime to be like, that sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
Fan film.
Yeah, that fan film.
Oh, spoiler at the end.
But that's like, so like, if it wasn't AI, if that was actually hand animated, or digitally animated at least, like that's impressive. Like I do dig that. I never poo-poo like a fan thing, because they still put in all that work. That's everything I submit. Everything I pitch is fan, right? Like until somebody buys it, it's a fan project.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit this AI trailer they made, is much more put together than anything Coca-Cola or McDonald's has done.
Oh, that's a real low bar, James. Real
This
low
is,
bar.
This is the
Yeah, I mean-
Spider-Man Christmas commercial, by the way. Nah, this is a fan AI, 100% AI
Oh my
generated.
god! Of course. I thought like just like the way that it was artifacted. But here's the thing: we're gonna see stuff like this on Disney Plus potentially because they just signed that deal with Sora. So you know, you're gonna see stuff like this.
Gross.
This is what they wanted. This is what Disney said, that they invested billions of dollars. So I can say that I hate this and I hate stuff like this, but that's what they want to put their money into. So I guess we're gonna see more stuff like this. I know. It's this big sigh of sadness.
I feel like as far as the convention scene goes, that's still a market of folks that want original art.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? They want stuff done by human artists. That was really loud.
Sorry. Was it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, you're good. But as far as the animation goes, they're already being sacrificed en masse to the AI gods.
Yeah.
The amount of comic book people that are doing image to video generation, it's quite a bit.
I hate to see it, man.
Yeah, and now we can't hear you, James.
Whatever he was doing,
Whatever he
unplugged
did.
all of his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like
I was muted.
like at
sorry.
least you see like DC taking a hard stance against it, like hey, we are not going to put out stuff like that, and I'm sure Marvel editorial for the comic book side will get there eventually. The thing is I'm not worried about it in the long term. I'm worried about it right now because it is taking people's jobs and it is stealing stuff. That bubble is bursting as we speak on a much higher level than AI art. AI stuff is just not generating revenue.
Yeah.
They're trying really hard to make it happen, and it's just not. And they're trying lots of crazy stuff, and it's not working. So the AI stuff will die out eventually, the same way that crypto did. We just have to wait it out. The sad thing is right now, in the current scheme of like, it is stopping people from hiring artists. It is like crippling people in the meantime. And that sucks because you're going to see a lot of talent and a lot of skilled people leaving the artistic space because they can't survive in it right now. And they're not going to come back. It's like what we saw a lot from the video game space, where you had technicians, coders, and animators going, why would I ever be in video games? I work on something for 9, 10 months, sometimes years, and the game doesn't come out. I'm laid off, and I don't get hired for another thing because I don't have a credit on a big video game. No. And so they're ditching it. And since there already wasn't a lot of money in comic books, like you're seeing people going, well, I can't afford to be here and it's not worth waiting around for. And they don't want me anyways because of AI stuff. So I'm gone. And those people don't come back to the arts. They don't just rediscover it and go, I'm back in, guys. Let's do it.
You know, it's funny. I think I might have shared this last week, but there was a dude that hasn't done a Comic-Con in about 20 years. And he came back to launch a new book that he did in Artist Alley. And he's like, what the hell happened to Comic-Con?
Like, what comics? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Now, granted, Columbus GalaxyCon, I think there were more comic vendors there this year than ever.
Love to hear that.
That's
but
awesome.
Yeah, Artist Alley is very much it's
fair now.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things that the anime stuff is definitely taken over. Yeah. But
I've got invited to a couple of manga expos, and they're like, no, we do lots of comics, but the manga is what people are like here for, and that's what sells better. So that's what we advertise it as. But it's a zine con, really. Like they have all sorts of reading material there. Yeah. But like manga is their number one priority, which is still rad. You know, it's still a comic book. It just goes the other way. It is just interesting to see that shift. But where people are buying manga, that's the closest thing you're going to come to being an actual comic convention where people want to buy books. I feel like I go to a lot of comic conventions and they're there to see celebrities, which is fine. They're there to buy merch, which is cool. But Artist Alley is kind of a afterthought for a lot.
Yeah. And that's what brings me back to my full thought process is like I got shows that I'm dropping this year, man. It's like I don't know. Which ones do I keep? Which ones do I get rid of? Because these people just don't care about the comic arts and stuff. It's kind of
and like that's a hard thing too, because even if you're a name, like there were celebrities at Motor City, the last one I was at, and they weren't having tons of people at their booth either. So like I limited what I could do to promote, like with my publishers, so I didn't have to pay full price for all of my tables. I think I'm only doing 12 this year.
Yeah.
And then what I did to fill it back in was I looked at all my releases and I called up shops asking them if they wanted me to come in and do a signing. So it's going to be less money for sure, because I'm not getting a lot of revenue at those places, but I'm just out there growing my audience instead, because I can go to a con and maybe I make some money, maybe I make a few fans, but it's a real gamble because a lot of people aren't there to see me, versus when I go to a shop for a signing, the people that are showing up are there to buy books, or they're there specifically to buy my book. So that's kind of where I started focusing my efforts. And we'll see how that goes, but it's hard. Gone are the days, I think, where you can really just do the con circuit selling books specifically. If you sell pinups, arts, do commissions, I think that you can make it work. But it's hard to just try to sell a book.
If you sell drugs, it goes a lot better.
I feel like you can around, right? Like you just set up a table. Like that's what you do at farmers markets.
Yeah, I mean, like. Look at Joe Rogan. I mean, he's selling like elk piss.
Yeah, listen, let's just start selling vitamins that don't do anything. Have we tried that? Have we tried supplements?
Not FDA regular. Yeah, I'm a comic book artist. You know what keeps me focused? Vitamin D. And you better believe it.
I always think it's like I'm like afraid for people when they're like, oh, those guys who look like that, I want to look like that too. Let's buy their supplements. I'm like, dude, they look okay.
That's
I don't
health,
think that
that's
you want this.
Half the health and fitness industry, man. I tell you.
Yeah, like, I can't do it. Like, no one would buy a supplement for me. Have you seen my weird beard? No one wants that. Like, they don't know what's underneath the hat. They don't need supplements.
Weird, huh?
Anything could be going on over there.
All sorts of stuff, man. You don't want any of this.
Well, I had heard that the reason why DC in particular was getting away from the whole AI thing, trying to distance themselves, was to get away from the issue of the copyright thing.
I mean, it's part of it, because some of their stuff is coming up on public domain, right? Like Superman.
About 10 years, yeah.
But like, so did stuff from Disney, right? Like that crossed the public domain. The thing is that doesn't really matter to them on that scale. It really comes down to, where do they think the next big pile of money is going to be? Like, where's the next oil underground? And right now, a lot of CEOs, a lot of those tech firms, a lot of venture capitalists, when you look at like BlackRock and stuff, go, I think AI could be it. So if we put all of our money over there and when we strike oil, we are now rich forever, right? We hit all the gold, we invested in the right spot, we put it all on black, and it came through. Yeah. But I think DC, like the way that they're structured right now, because David Zaslav was doing what he was doing at Warner Bros., just trying to sell the company, DC was kind of left up to the people who are creative. And the creatives are going, hey, we don't want this. They're not worried about making money. They're all making enough. You got Jim Lee, you got James Gunn, you got people who just like this stuff, so they don't want to hurt it. And it's structured a little bit differently at other companies. So you do have people who care at the top to a certain extent, who already have their money. They can just, do their thing, and they like comic books. Is that going to be like that forever? Is that going to be like that when they go to Netflix? Are we going to get the same kind of stance? I don't know. Right?
I don't know. The last I had heard, I had it pulled up and I read the article, and it really just boiled down to this. Because what was it? Paramount, I think, came in with that counteroffer, and they just said that they expect that it's going to be shot down. Yeah. So was it Warner Brothers, Netflix? That whole thing looks like it's gonna happen, and then who knows from there, man.
I think it's better than Paramount for the consumer. It's still not good for us. It's still not great for the consumer. We're not like, yay, Netflix, but which sucks, right? Like I hate having to root for one monopoly over another. Like I'm like the little brother who didn't make it to the end of the Monopoly game, and but mom made me still sit there and watch. Like this, like
to be a good sport and watch your brother win.
Right? Like I just want to flip the table, but I'm not strong enough. I'm just a little guy.
Yeah.
And so like we just had to watch it happen, which just kind of stinks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens with it. I mean, the challenge is that that Spider-Man anime thing that I just showed you is getting tons of positive reviews from folks that are just chiming in, watching it.
Yeah. Wow.
And then I forget who the guy was, but another big prominent influencer put out a poll saying, do you care if video games and art studios or like animation studios are using generative AI in their workflow? And 65% of people said they did not care. 35% said we do care. You're taking jobs from people, or it's the quality's not there yet, or whatever their reason is.
Right. And the thing is, I think a lot of it is ignorance and naivety, and you haven't seen how bad it can get yet, right? Like, sure, I don't care if it's doing it now because it doesn't affect me. Okay, the audio on this game is bad because they used AI voice actors instead of real voice actors. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just shooting guys in this game. Why would I care?
Right.
Except for in 20 years when no one is making games that isn't AI generated, they're going to be so Ouroboros. It's just the snake eating its own tail. They're going to be so bad that you will care, but it'll be too late. And it's hard to get people to care about a hypothetical future, right?
Yeah.
It didn't work for climate change. Why is it going to work for AI? So until they're getting slop, purely and simple, and there's no alternative, you're not going to have people care because they're consumers. Why would they care? That's not their job to worry about. No. And it's our job as creatives to try to make them care to a certain extent. And even us, like, we don't have anything left on us. There's no meat left on these bones to go fight somebody for it. So it's hard. But you will care when your games suck, right? Like, people will throw a hissy fit when the games are terrible.
If it's hitting the dopamine button, people
maybe, but will it, though, is the thing that people are a little bit unaware of, is because the way that AI works, it does not come up with new things. That is not a thing that it is capable of doing. It can only regurgitate and remix other things.
The vast majority of what we're getting these days.
Totally fair, right?
And so, like, that.
Well, it might take a little while before you notice, because it's just Assassin's Creed again, but now it's Batman, right? Like, that's the kind of thing that's going to spin out. But eventually you're going to notice there's going to be enough of a creep where it can only be made with AI because there's no other skilled labor happening anymore. And you're going to go, why does this game suck still? And by then it might be too late. So, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe games are going to be rad and it's AI and humans are useless. But here's the thing. If that becomes the case, who's going to buy them? Who's going to buy the game? We have no money. No one can do anything because the computers do everything for us. We don't earn a wage anymore. AI's not going to buy the game.
Right.
Every sports game in the last 10 years has been this way. Absolutely been.
So it's funny you say that about AI not going to buy the game. That is the potential future that these investors and whatever are talking about, is somehow investing in creating a way for the robots to purchase this AI generated content themselves. It's ridiculous. I'm like, where are these people? These people are some of these people are just insane. I don't even know how that works.
They're not insane. They're just dumb. It's growth for growth's sake. You don't have to be a genius to become a millionaire, and you got to be even dumber to be a billionaire. And the thing is, it doesn't matter, because you'll be long gone by the time that future is realized, and you're so bored. You have nothing to do. You have so little problems. You have nothing to worry about, that you can put your energy into this. When this stuff comes to fruition, when it becomes a problem for mankind, they'll be dead. They don't care. Most of this is born out of boredom. Like, where do I put this effort? I can have anything. I can do anything. They already live in an AI-generated world because they can just press the button and they're fed the button like a mice, like a mouse, right? They already pressed the orgasm button. They don't have to do anything.
That's it. Well, I've got a story that we're going to segue to here real quick, but we do have our special guest is going to be showing up, and I think at the tail end of this segment here. So we'll be having another guest joining us. But check this out. So you said, how does this affect us now? Well, this is a very recent story. This actually released today on YouTube. If you're not familiar with Explore With Us, EWU, body cam, this is stuff that you can't unsee. This is real footage that was, if you're familiar with the term FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. This is police body cam footage that people have gone out of their way to obtain, and they put it up on this channel. And this, we're not going to watch the whole thing because it's like half an hour. No, it's 20 minutes. Felt like half an hour.
Very peculiar. Peppermill has this pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software that analyzes the faces of previous trespassers, and they get a 100% match on this guy who, whenever they trespassed in the court, presented an ID that had a different name. They look like the same exact guy. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. So either he is who he says he is, and he's not ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious.
So
cops don't think anybody's suspicious.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say is, oh, you look suspicious, I need to search you, right? Yeah. So the long story short on this was
he is not Mike.
He's not Mike, number one, but the casinos, they started putting in facial recognition software a while ago, but now
right,
with AI,
that's been a thing there for a while.
Yeah, they've got it shared across all these different casino brands now with the security teams that are doing this. And there is a dude that got kicked out of this casino. He got trespassed, saying like, "You're not allowed to be here." The dude, I think he passed out drunk or something. I could be wrong. Whatever happened, the dude was forbidden to ever come back. Well, this guy that says he's not Mike, he gambles all the time wherever this is. He works for UPS. He's a truck driver, and then to blow steam, he just goes and he plays craps all night. He'll bounce between 3 or 4 different casinos. And randomly, he got pinged for being recognized on the AI software, saying that he was a 1-for-1 match, 100% match for this guy that had been trespassed. And when the guy at security came up, he's like, "I'm not Mike." He showed the ID, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's crazy. All right, well, have a good time. Sorry for bothering you." Well, the dude got kind of freaked out. He's like, "It's weird that security came up to me." Right. So he cashed out his chips, went to leave, and that's when the cops stopped him. Bro got arrested. The whole time the cops talking like this. He's like, "Well, your IDs don't match the ones that we're after, but software is pretty cool. It's pretty spot on." They end up arresting him so they can go fingerprint him. Even the fingerprints show that he's not the guy they're looking for. Yeah, he's not Mike. And even if you look at the photos, I'm not even going to try to find it because it's buried in here. But very similar, but the dude is 4 inches shorter than him and about 50 pounds heavier, different color eyes, and his nose is a little bit shorter.
And that's the thing. You're already seeing people not use their normal problem-solving skills that they would develop because they're just leaving it to the AI. It's the same phenomenon you saw when Google was first becoming available, people not holding on to factoids because they have it readily available. But it's been expanded to the nth degree where you're seeing people's actual test scores go down in real time when AI is available to them. Because why would I ever try to think about something when I can ask the computer? But the problem that people are not realizing is the computer was not ready for this yet. It was not ready for prime time. It has not exceeded all of these expectations. It's not meeting any of it.
But they got to make money though.
They do, and so they got to push it, right? Yeah. But the thing that people need to recognize is when someone is desperately telling you that the only way you're going to survive is if you buy my product, and they're the ones selling that product, you probably don't need it.
Right.
You probably don't need it. So when all of these tech bros are saying it's the future, you don't understand. You got to get on board or get out. They're the ones who are telling you it's the future. They don't get to decide what the future is. We get to as a society. You don't need the AI. Why are you listening to these people who you have zero things in common with at all?
Yeah. Well, the challenge is that more and more police departments are starting to use this AI recognition software. Flock security cameras has been a major proponent of that, where they set up cameras in cities and then they sell subscription to the police services so that they can use it. And there's been, at the end of this video, they say all the different states. I think there's been like 6 different issues where people have been falsely arrested. Sometimes at gunpoint, sometimes families are like literally sitting on the side of the highway on the ground in handcuffs, family of 4. And all because we're putting a whole lot of faith into this. And it hasn't really been tested.
Right, that's the thing is like this is not proven technology. I think that's the idea too. Is you've been sold a bill of goods that this computer is masterful.
Right, and it's not. There's nothing litigious about it either. Like this cop is not gonna have a leg to stand on if this guy goes and tries to sue him. Like,
you telling me that it's pretty cool isn't gonna hold up in a court of law, James?
No, definitely not. Like, no.
Really cool though.
Yeah,
I need to hear Judge Judy yelling at this man about how pretty cool it is.
Now, have you seen it though?
You know what? Yeah,
Really
it's gotta
cool.
be right. It's gotta be right.
Let's see if I can show
Yeah,
the.
it says 100% man. What, dude? I believe you. Yeah.
That's what the cop was having a hard time with. He's like, well, it's possible that he is using a false ID now, or he was then, because the computer says it's the same guy. And he kept going. Oh, here's the two.
Yeah. I guess it is kind of like a gooberish white dude with a chin beard, but like,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
you might be cousins with Mike. You know,
dude, that is that. Those. Oh my god! I see why it picked him up. I could. Bad. The computer is like.
Is James glitching out, or is it me?
He's glitching out. He's AI. This is how we.
Oh no! This is how we found out. We called it out too hard, and now he's. Oh, no.
The machines are coming for us.
Yeah, you froze for a bit there, James. I think you're back.
Yeah, that was weird. I am back. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Where did you guys?
Something about why you figured out why the computer did it.
Yeah.
And
you see why
oh yeah, it's stereotyping. It didn't actually recognize this dude. It's stereotyping. Both those guys sort of look like they have a little bit of Down syndrome, and that's what it picked up.
Oh, that's where we're going.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think like being a stereotype. That's awful.
Let's gonna put a comment in here.
Let's get a comment.
So my friend James Sullivan. What's your address, James?
James, real quick, what's your social security number?
I think he froze again.
Yeah,
I did. Let me back out, and then I'll be back in.
Okay.
Don't let them get back on the stream. I can't believe you did.
Bye, James.
Oh my god! Shut up.
No, but so like the way that those two pictures matched up are the same way that AI puts together a picture, right? It just kind of generally puts these like signifiers on there and go, this all fits together, right?
Yep.
And that's how they copy people's images and remix it into a new one. And that's the same way that they're searching, you know? It's just it's so frustrating to see. And I get people wanting to be able to do art without having to put the effort in. I understand that draw. But when you see stupidity like this, like, are we so desperate for new technology that that's what we need?
I mean,
we're all just bored and sad, right? Like, aren't we all just bored and sad? There's other ways to solve it. There's medication. There's ice cream. Ice cream's great, Steve. You ever had ice cream? We could do ice cream instead of AI, I think.
I'm on board with that. In fact, I found out that Ninja has an ice cream maker. And
okay, gotta get the Ninja ice cream maker.
Not only do they have the Ninja blender, they've got the Ninja ice cream maker now, and it pretty much just makes soft serve. But you can also take hard pack ice cream as well from the grocery store, put it in the machine, it'll turn into soft serve.
That sounds wonderful. I kind of need that in my life. I love my Ninja blender, and I make milkshakes on the regular.
Yeah, dude, that was back in the day. I used to make milkshakes back when my metabolism in high school was lightning fast.
Don't you miss a metabolism?
Yeah,
I had a chocolate bar this morning, and that just I gained 5 pounds.
Yeah, it doesn't quite do what it used to.
I have to walk like 12 miles to not gain weight from the breakfast I had yesterday.
Well, the problem is I don't walk 12 miles. I just eat the ice cream. So. Thanks for hanging out, Dave. We'll see you next time, buddy. And we're not going to have any shows during the holidays, man. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, all of the above and more.
All the good ones and all the ones that we don't know, please make sure you message and tell James how he messed up and how he's just avoiding them. Yes. Steve obviously left him off the list out of respect, but James specifically was avoiding them.
Yeah, it was awful. Terrible.
He still never came back.
I don't know what's going on, man. We'll see here in a minute if he jumps back on. But yeah, the one thing I keep talking to folks is that we can sit down here and we can argue about the artistic uses of AI, if it is art, if it isn't art, whatever it might be. But I'll tell you what, when it comes to everything else that's going on behind the scenes, like this is tip of the iceberg stuff.
I try to tell people that like no, it sucks. As an artist, like I am worried about it, and you shouldn't use it, and that's my opinion or whatever. But like all the other stuff that's going on with AI, like are you paying attention to it at all?
No.
And it can be used for amazing things. The way that large language models, which is really what they are, they're not artificial intelligence. What they're great at doing is solving very complex problems that we do not have the time or energy to compute. So like they've used it to cure certain forms of cancers. They can solve diseases, solve math problems, solve very large scale equations with these products, with large language models. And instead, where we're employing them is to arrest people incorrectly and to steal artists' jobs. And it seems like such a waste of time and effort that that's what they've decided to target, you know?
Yeah. This is the kind of policing we need.
Get that man a shield. Like
yeah, he probably already has a couple. Well, we're going to move on from the that part of the AI topic. We've got our special guest tonight. I have some questions lined up, but chat, I want you all to make our next guest feel very welcome, and I'm sure you're going to have questions for him too. You might even have a couple of requests. Please welcome to the stage none other than Santa himself.
Oh, Steve. Hello, TS. My favorite writer.
Santa's here. What's up, Santa?
I'm good. Not much. Just hanging out.
I imagine you're a pretty busy guy this time of year.
Yes. Very busy.
I'm so excited. I didn't know anything about this, and it was not hinted at all. This is so exciting.
Yeah. Now,
I'm glad. I was a special guest. Steve asked me last week.
Oh yeah, I was writing a letter to Santa, and it just swept out of my hand in a magic plume and just flew to the North Pole instantly. And I'm like, well, that's a pretty sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Santa, what are you doing getting ready for the holidays here? What's got to be number one on your list that you're doing right now?
Well, I'm checking those lists, and I'm checking it twice.
Very thorough, I hear. What are some of the things? I might know some folks that are wondering, like, where's the gray line that turns someone from being on a nice list to you're definitely on the naughty list? Can you give us a couple examples of someone that was nice and went naughty?
Oh, that's a great question, Steve.
Thanks.
Well, there's lots of young boys and girls out there, and they got to be good for their mommies and daddies, Even you, Steve, sometimes you're naughty. I've been keeping an eye on you.
Santa, I gotta know, are you using AI to generate that list? The audience is asking.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I would never.
Probably had a few of those elves helping you out, right?
Yes.
It's a little slave labor.
Keep an eye on those children across the world.
Speaking of keeping eyes on children, I've heard that a lot of malls have shut down over the years, and that's where you used to go to have kids sit on your lap. Where are you going these days to have kids sit on your lap?
Oh, it's a dying art, my friend. Dying art.
Yeah.
I go to parties now.
Parties. Okay. Yeah. Do a lot of in-person appearances. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing the con circuit? Are you going to be at
my beautiful beard?
Very majestic.
Thank you.
I actually just cut off a bunch of my own just because I don't want to be stepping on your turf,
Yeah, you look great, Steve. You look great.
Well, thank you, buddy. I got a few questions here from the audience, and not totally randomly made up earlier by myself. What happens to all the letters from kids who ask for things like "I want my parents back together," or like "I want my dead family member back"? What do you do about situations like that?
Wow, really putting me on the spot there, Steve.
Yeah, kid loses their dad to like stage 4 cancer, and all he wants is his dad back. What do you do about that?
Steve, I'm not a miracle worker, man. Not a miracle worker.
No.
I perform miracles one night a week or one night a year, and that's all I can do. And making sure the children get their toys is where I am.
Okay, so maybe like a stuffed animal version of their dad or something.
Yeah. Yes.
If
Yeah.
I can't have my
Memorable.
dad back, Santa, can you get me a gig at DC?
Oh, put it on your list, and maybe if you're a good boy next year, we'll see.
I had somebody ask, and I don't know that this question makes a ton of sense, but like, have you ever accidentally mixed up the naughty and nice list? Like you just got on a roll, you're going through the motions, and the next thing you know, you realize you're about 3 countries in before, like, oh no, all the nice kids are getting coal, all these naughty kids are getting sweet loot.
Steve, are you questioning my ability to check my list twice, young man?
These
I
are
just feel like
these are just
only
questions.
twice is somewhat negligent, Santa. It's 2025, and I feel like we need a third check, a fourth check. The population's quite high. Have you not thought about changing this process over the years?
Well, I am getting old.
Yeah,
It has crossed my mind a few times.
been
Just
around a
twice.
minute.
Using AI may be the way to go. I don't know.
How old are you exactly, Santa?
I'm 3,000 years old.
Holy shit. That's impressive.
I feel like this math doesn't check out unless you're, a 7-day Adventist. But I am always fascinated by the Santa lore. Santa, can you tell me like the definitive origin story?
You wanted my origin story.
Yeah, can you get it into a soundbite? That would be great. Something that we could upload to TikTok would probably be the easiest form.
Do like a 20-second clip.
Oh, it's been so long, I don't even remember.
It's been 3,000 years to be exact.
Right, that's my bad. That's my bad.
I was born 3,000 years ago, and then I became Santa somewhere along the line. But I don't know. I'm losing my mind a little.
Again, yet another reason to maybe check that list more than twice. I appreciate the candor, Santa. Thank you.
Anytime, TS.
There's a kid opening up a gift on a tree on Christmas morning. It's heart medication that belongs to Saint Nicholas. Kid's like, Daddy, what's this?
He needs those beta blockers.
Cut back a little on the cookies and milk. It's been quite a lot. There's over 1 million kids around the world. That's almost 1 million cookies.
There's definitely over 1 million. There's over 1 million kids for sure.
Santa, has anyone ever told you that you sound a little bit like George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life? Like just only slightly?
No, I've not been told. But thank you.
That's great. We got a request from the audience. Chris is saying, if you're taking requests this year, I appreciate a ho-ho and a hoe under the tree. Is that something you can accommodate?
A ho-ho and a hoe. Maybe. If you're a good boy next year, we'll see.
I think that goes against what he's asking for. I think he would be on the naughty list. I think is kind of the vibe that Loft is going for. But
you might need to talk to my cousin Krampus.
My cousin Krampus. That could be the next sitcom. My cousin Krampus.
Listen, you generate that with AI, it'll get greenlit in a heartbeat.
That actually would be right up Chris's alley. He's got a very good Krampus print. Maybe he could do a My Cousin Krampus. Have you? Let me see here. There was another question here. How do you feel about mall Santas?
They're spreading joy. I love
Spreading joy.
Yeah.
You're all for it.
Yeah, as long as they're not drinking behind the scenes.
Okay.
Some of those guys.
We're on the
who
scene.
you are if you're watching this, young man.
Yeah.
It's a dying art form, anyways. Malls are dying out. There's not as many gigs for that. That wouldn't be anything to do with you, Santa, right? Like you weren't behind the scenes, slowly taking out the competition by any chance.
No, I would never.
With a laugh like that says yes.
Right?
Me never. Pushes the button to start deleting malls. Santa, there's a very unique thing that happens in Northeast Ohio, and it's kind of died down lately just because of the mall situation. It's interesting that you brought up this topic, so let's talk about it. Back in the day, do you remember Archie the Snowman? Do you remember Archie? Not to be confused with Frosty.
No, I don't remember an Archie.
So he was doing your goodwill down here in Akron, Ohio, Cuyahoga Falls, to be specific, at the Chapel Hill Mall.
Oh, I've flown across that a few times.
Yeah, yeah, not anymore. They shoot when you fly over there. So this is Archie. This is the original rendition of him, and something happened over time. Something changed about Archie. And I swear to God, I didn't doctor a thing here. I'm pulling this straight from Google. He went from being this, I mean, probably a 30-foot tall snowman. He would talk to you. You walk up on this little bridge, and you tell him what you want for Christmas. He's like, "Oh, tell Santa," whatever his voice was.
Good friend of mine.
Yeah, that you don't remember at all.
I'm old.
The Archie I remember was more like this one. And the glowing red eyes, the cross down at the bottom. Not sure who we're sacrificing Christmas morning.
Listen, I think both of these Archies are terrifying. They had you talking to this thing as a child?
It was terrifying. Because you were on a microphone and you had to stand in the middle of the mall. So if you had any public speaking fears, this is it happening all at once. Giant snowman looming over you, microphone.
If I needed another reason to criticize Ohio, this is it, man.
This is a beloved element of Northeast Ohio.
I feel like this makes more sense for Ohioans. Like find out this is beloved, I think says a lot about the culture.
Dude.
Steve, I might be a little concerned. This Archie, I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah. Well, this is the one I would spill my guts to every Christmas. Be like, you got to know, like, Santa has to get me this, right? Whatever it was.
Might not be talking to me.
Oddly enough, my uncle back in the day, he actually worked at the mall here after he retired. He was like part-time janitor, and he would fill in as the voice of Archie from time to time. Wild fun fact for you. But there's actually a story here that you might be interested that James sent to me the other week we didn't get to, and this might actually be right up your alley. Are you familiar with warp drives, Santa?
Yes, I am.
Of course.
Well, you might
doesn't know Archie, but knows warp drives.
Yes, my scientific mind is still intact.
Cutting edge. This cutting edge science here.
That's right.
James sent me this.
Science to get across the world so fast.
Yeah, well, what I was wondering is you visit so many kids dispensing gifts litigiously, we might say. But how do you do it? Are you using a warp drive? I couldn't bother to read this whole article. You might be featured in here. There's a lot of reading, and I don't understand any of it.
You have said on multiple occasions that you are illiterate on this show, so
yeah, I see this picture alone. I'm like, this is gonna be heavy. Like, this is gonna be a lot.
Well, Steve, there's lots to know about Santa Claus.
Okay.
I can't tell you all my secrets.
Okay. Well, let's start with the warp drive.
Can't tell you.
You can't tell me about the warp drive.
All will be revealed in time.
I am disappointed as a Back to the Future guy that Star Trek is coming true before the flux capacitor. Like, we're getting the warp drive before we're getting time travel. So, like, that's a little disappointing. But I am going to go read this article because my brain is a story thing. Like, I can't leave this unsolved. So I'm going to go read this popular mechanics thing. So thank you for infecting me with this, Steve. I'm going to have to understand this before I go to bed.
Yeah, you can blame James. He
yeah.
This
is.
Where is James? He's not on the podcast.
Where is that guy? Well, Santa, I appreciate you hanging out. Unless we got any last minute questions from the audience, I think you probably got a lot to get to.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So appreciate you hanging out. And if we do have any more questions, where can people follow you, Santa?
Well, Santa, you can follow me at the North Pole, but good luck getting there.
You got a warp drive.
Why does Santa also sound like Statler and Waldorf? Like it was like full on like the Muppets.
It's a little bit. All right, we got one last question from the audience from Chris here. He says, although Santa will say he has forgotten, it's my opinion that he travels via the warp. a la Warhammer 40K. Santa, can you confirm or deny? Are you traveling via the warp?
I am not, young man. I am not. I'm not familiar with Warhammer. I know it's a game, but I've never played.
It's
Okay.
the alternate
Much
dimension
ability to
of
play video
purely
games all
psychic
year.
energy that echoes and underlies the familiar four dimensions of the material universe. So there you go.
Okay.
The shock and surprise on Santa's face at that statement, and bewilderment even says to me that he's truly never explored the warp. So appreciate the question from the audience.
Yes, thank you so much,
Yeah.
young man.
And if there's any last requests for anything that you guys would like to see under the tree this year, feel free to leave it in the chat. I don't think Santa can stay around long enough. Oh,
Well, Steve,
basically,
I have one question. One more
Okay.
question for you.
what's that?
If I could give you anything for Christmas for conventions, what would be one thing that you would ask for all conventions you go to?
What could I ask for any convention? Now, Santa, I do about 30 conventions a year. I travel all over the country except for west of Denver because I can't be bothered. It's too far. And I go as far south as Houston because if you go any further south, you're in the Gulf of America and possibly Mexico, depending on how far you go. We do have TS has put his request in the chat there. So just have your elves write that down for later. If I could get one thing for cons, and now I'm remembering that this was the whole point of the bit. We were going to talk about this. I just got excited. I had questions. Man, if I could have any, you guys in the chat, help me out. One thing for all conventions. I think the number one thing I would want is a slip and slide right in front of my booth that's camouflaged. Camouflage slip and slide.
I just want the internet to work. I pay so much for it at every convention so my card reader will work, and it never does.
No.
We're on day 4, day 5, and finally I can get a card payment. I would just love for the internet to work. And also, I have a request for my buddy James. Just no more low quality customers for him. We can just get high quality customers for him from now on. I really appreciate
I make sure I pass that on.
Thank you.
Yeah, free internet for all.
Oh,
you know, if it's free, is
dream.
If it's free, someone's reading all of the credit card payments that they make.
Yeah. Now, granted, they're already doing that,
They're
but
doing
even
it
more
anyways.
so. Even more so. But did you have any other questions for us, Santa? I forgot that you were going to ask us questions.
That was all I had to ask, Steve. I had to go back to the North Pole and get my elves in shape.
Yeah.
Warhammer. I hear it. Like, I saw the look on his face. He said, "Oh, that Warhammer lore sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna go get my space orcs and we're gonna paint our spaceships red."
That's what's really going on here. Well, Santa, thank you so much for hanging out. Glad you could be here. I'm really sad that James couldn't be here to ask you some questions, but we'll make sure that we write them down. Do you have anything you want to say to James? You've been watching
Keep on
him.
drawing, James.
Keep on
Keep
drawing.
on drawing. And
It's
hey,
very, very positive.
take care of those low quality customers too.
All right, Santa. Well, thank you so much, but we'll see you next year, okay?
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. You saw it here first, folks. That is a probably an internet first having Santa on the show. That was something else. I am shocked. In a
I'm
word,
flabbergasted. My flabbers are gasted. I'm schmackledorfed. That's how surprised I am.
Schmackledorfed.
That's not even a word, and
Hey.
that's how confused I am.
I like it. I like it. Well, we do have some other topics here tonight. I think we're just going to do maybe one or two more. It's already 8:30. This one came up. We're all on the indie comic scene. Oh, is that James back already? I think he got his internet working. What's up, James? You
Hey,
wouldn't
guys.
believe it, man.
Yeah. Oh, what happened? Did I miss anything? Sorry, it took me a minute to get back.
There's this dude, this hairy old white guy with white beard came in and said, just keep drawing stuff, dude.
All right, that's cool. Rock on,
So,
man.
I mean, I don't know when you stopped, but keep drawing.
All right. Yeah.
I haven't stopped yet, man. I'm gonna keep going.
Just do it, man. No, dude, Santa was here.
What?
Yeah, the Santa. Saint Nick.
Missed Santa Claus?
Yeah. I turns out I did have more questions for him, but that's all right. Maybe we'll catch him next year.
Next year, yeah. Oh, well, maybe I can. Maybe I won't have internet problems at the same time. That was stupid.
That was
I can't believe I missed that.
Why?
I want to say that the production value on the internet issue was extremely impressive, and I did not expect that from this show, and I apologize, guys.
We only have the highest level of special effects and engineering around here.
Again, like honestly, I was flabbergasted once again. That's twice my flabbers were gasted on this show.
Getting gasted.
Well, we're glad that we can entertain you, TS. We appreciate you coming on, man.
Endlessly entertained. I thank you so much for having me on to be here for things like Santa Claus showing up. Like listen, I'm on a lot of podcasts, guys. I'm a man about town, and not once has Santa Claus showed up on any shows I've been in.
Not a one.
See, we're the best. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell them all.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, my very long list of friends that I have. I will get on it.
Okay.
Well, I got a great comment here from Ben. Ben says, "I'm shocked Santa's camera wasn't zoomed in like every boomer doing a cam chat."
It's the sun.
I saw a lot of complaints during the Superman scene where he calls his parents and they have like the phone on the ground, and I'm like, clearly you do not have boomer parents, because that is exactly the phone call I have had with all of them every single time. And so Santa's with it. I mean, if he knows warp drives, he can work an internet cam.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll go back and rewatch that.
Yeah. We'll bookmark it for you.
Okay, cool.
That's not gonna happen.
I did send you the link though, James, if you're curious, on the warp from Warhammer 40K.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Also known as the Immaterium, the Realm of Chaos.
Okay.
I know nothing about Warhammer, and I'm reading these articles about warp drives and the warp, and you guys can't do this to me, because every time I learn about something dumb on these shows, this is the reason why I don't sleep. I'm going to go and fall down this rabbit hole. Are there Warhammer 40K books? Probably. I'm going to have to go get some.
There's mountains and mountains and mountains.
Are there comics though? That's the real question.
Probably. What would be rad is if they're only from like the 80s. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's probably the case too. I know they throw out that license for video games like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna fall down that rabbit hole. I'm too poor to have Warhammer figures. That's what I should have asked Santa for. Damn.
Yeah. That's
I can hook you up with some Warhammer figures if you want.
There you go. They're going to be 3D printed, like stolen from the internet, kind of.
No, 3D printed.
Yeah. There you go. There's some comics, mostly books, and yeah, you're going down a very deep rabbit hole. Says Ben. Saw this randomly while prepping for tonight. This would be the last topic, I think, before we kind of wrap things up here. This is in a DC comic. Now, granted, I haven't been reading a lot of comics lately, like mainstream by any means. I've still got a stack of indie stuff I haven't gotten through. A lot of it's free. I just still learning to read.
Yeah.
This says, why is there a Snickers ad in my comic? And there's literally right down here.
There's
right down
Snickers ad there. I mean, that's always been a thing, though. Not on the bottom of the actual art. I will give you that.
Usually there's like a cutaway page where maybe they're using that to segue to another scene or something.
Yeah, you get a double page spread and it's like, are you hangry? Bite into a Snickers or whatever, right? Like that's been a thing as long as I've been reading comics, but it's bold to put it on the page.
Yeah, interesting.
It's like a little pop-up ad down at the bottom. You just want to like click it to make it go away.
Right. That's I use their app for most of the big two. I do DC Unlimited or Marvel Unlimited, DC Universe, whatever the hell they're called. And I'm surprised I don't get pop-ups on it, right? Like, I'm sure that's only a few years away. But to have it on the page, I think is crazy. But also, I mean, how much real estate did you lose there? If they're going to nickel and dime me, I think that's the best way. Like, did Batman actually bite the Snickers and go, hey, I love this?
Yeah, I mean, how much do they have to pay them to be like, can you put a Snickers in the comic book somewhere, write it in, and we want to put an ad at the bottom of the page?
There's more and more on the indie side of things. There's more and more people doing that. Like with part of the Kickstarter, if you pay whatever the tier is, you can be featured in the comic.
I mean, I've done cameos like that. That's the one I've sold to like people. It's like, hey, do you want to get blown up by the superhero this week? Like, I can add you in there, and like I write a character in there that can be slotted in for anybody. And then I've done ads, but nobody buys them. Like, there's not a thing that is often filled in. It's just like, hey, if you wanted the extra support type thing, but.
Yeah.
Again, most people don't buy them. I don't see that a ton. This is crazy work. Like, to have it like actually on the page. I've always been a proponent of ads are fine because ads will get the book made. That's a book that might not exist if we couldn't sell ads for it, right?
Yeah.
But
it
putting
almost
it directly
like,
on it is wild.
It almost looks like they shrunk down the page to accommodate. Because if you look at the gutter space on the left, that looks huge. Like it's way more space than normal, which would, in my mind, if you have to shrink the whole thing to fit it on the page to get your ad at the bottom, that's gonna it's gonna make bigger margins.
Right. If it was made for it, like I've had notes of, hey, we're gonna put an ad on the other side of this page, so don't make this a double page spread. I've gotten stuff like that, or leave room for a page break because we're going to do a 2-page spread for ads. So like that has happened, and so it's incorporated into the process. But like if that's done after the fact, that art's going to be worse for it, right? Like that's going to hurt.
Yeah, I would be so mad if I drew this on 11x17 for them to shrink it, and I'm like, I just put all this detail in here. You're just shrinking it?
Yes.
You're not even going to see half the stuff I did.
And I mean that's the case anyways, right? Like you do it by 11x17 and then it gets shrunk down halfway. But still, like that's upsetting. It's just hard to argue with it because, again, does that book get made if they don't put an ad on that page? Like, is it money hungry, or is it like, hey, we need to up ad revenue by 2% per corporate mandate? So how do we do that without canceling 3 books?
Right.
It's put the ad on the page with Batman.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're still selling your books for $3.99 or whatever it is, you kind of
so wild.
you kind of have to do something because and the other bit is how many people are just buying it for the cover. They're not even cracking the thing open.
It hurts my soul when I get it. I love people who want to collect the art. That's so cool, and covers are rad, especially with all the variants that we get now. You can just be an art collector and buy covered comics. But I have several friends who tell me like they buy comic books every Wednesday. They go into the store. It's mostly for the cover art and the art sometimes on the interior. They don't read the books. They don't know any of these characters. They don't read the stories. It's like, hey, that cover looks cool. I like art, so I buy it. And it hurts my soul as a writer. I mean, at least the comic books are selling, so that's rad. But I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't read it? That's so wild.
Yeah. The amount of comics that have been handed to me, I've literally got them all over my house. People giving me free books at shows. And it's like, oh, that looks cool. I'm probably never going to read it.
I mean, like when I sent you the Digger, I'm sure you were like, "Okay, sure, man, thanks." James said you're coming on the show. I'm not reading all this.
That's what blows my mind every time that like all these talk show hosts that have people coming on to promote their books, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I was reading this the other day. Oh yeah, I finished your book the other day." I'm like, dude, when did you read this?
I feel like it's a catch-22. It's like probably not, right? They probably got an assistant reading it, giving them Cliff's notes, or is it they're so rich? Like, yeah, I did have free time to read Scarlett Johansson's autobiography, right? Because I work 2 days a week, like so. Like maybe they can. I know when I go on podcasts and like they do read it, it's because I write comics and it's 20 minutes to finish an issue, right? And maybe I'm sending 1 or 2. When I send like 3, like I did to you, Steve, I'm like, oh, I know you're not going to read it. Like you don't have an hour free a day before this show, and like so, you got to leave room for some expectations there, like to get a little bit smashed. But I'm always surprised when I go on to a show and they're like, yeah, no, so I read your entire bibliography last week. I'm like, with what free time? Like I read all the comic books, and there's no way if I'm popping on a show can I read all their stuff, especially in the indie space. Like we're putting out all sorts of stuff. There's no gatekeepers. I can put out whatever the hell I want. No one stops me. Who's got time to read all that?
Right.
Yeah. Not me. I already like today. I've been doing this thing since I've been on, we'll call it the holiday travel break, where I'm still working, but I completely random shit where literally every day I have a WordPad doc that I'm just going through and I'm like, This needs to be done. This needs to get done. This needs to get done. And nowhere on that list is like, by the way, read a book. Not on there. I need to ship my Christmas presents for my nieces.
Yeah.
Still haven't done. I bought them. I have them. Actually did a sketch cover for my brother. He's been asking. Let's see if I can find this real quick. He's been asking me as long as I've been like drawing, like trying to be good back in high school to now. So all I want is a picture of me in a suit of armor like at night. And what's the one thing I haven't drawn? That. So
yeah.
Let's see if I can find that real quick. I'll show you. Because he doesn't watch the show.
Part of my homework for all this stuff is I do have it on my to-do list to read a book. Like that's the thing that I do every day is I read a little bit of a book. I read a few comics. I read like a trade or two a day. So I'll read some superhero comics. I'll read an indie creator-owned thing. And then I'll read a little bit of a novel. And that's just part of the homework as my job as a writer is to, read a little bit.
Yeah. And it enhances your ability to write more.
I feel like that's just like part of it is you got to do your homework.
It's similar for like for me specifically. I don't know how other artists do it, but like when I'm doing panel work, I will flip through the book, find some scenes, and I'm like, okay, I like the way they did this. I want to actually read the book, but I'll flip through and I'll be like, okay, I like the way he did this, and I like the way that he rendered this scene or the colors on this. So yeah, very similar.
Yeah, you got to put in the time.
All right, I'm gonna do a zoom in here. So this is
that's awesome.
I crossed out stuff that's saying Conan. I made it say Ron, the Barbarian.
Awesome, dude. I love it.
I don't know if it looks like him or not. It's like I don't know if you've ever had that where you've been working on something for a while and you're like, I think it looks good. Maybe.
Yeah.
When you put that much time into a single like piece.
And this, I did these for. I've got some buddies that every year I like struggle to think of like what to get them. So they're both.
I haven't seen you do that art style before. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, I play around with like cartoony stuff, and this is I didn't realize that Bad Omens. It's hard to see. Bad Omens has a comic book called Concrete Jungle.
Yeah.
So decided to take advantage of the sketch covers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, I love those, man. Like, if you ever want to work on a book, I've been looking for somebody with that art style. If you ever want to pitch something,
maybe.
Yeah, you do a lot of other stuff. I see your Kickstarter output. You don't have time. The reason why I ask is I know you'll say no, but I'm always a big fan of like the Scotty Young, Jorge Corona style. Like it's gorgeous. Dude.
I don't think I have any more like that up here. I don't know. I'm all over the place style wise. It's like I realize I'm not talking into my microphone when I turn this way, so I don't know how much you can actually hear.
We can still hear you.
But the other ones, I had a moment today where I'm like, I just need to work on something for my own artistic soul.
Hell yeah.
I've been like fucking doing all these commissions for people and stuff. So I decided to do some zombie pinups. So on big paper.
Nice.
On a motorcycle.
Dude, that is badass, man.
That motorcycle is great, man.
I did that yesterday. Thank you. I don't like drawing vehicles because
nobody does.
Yeah, it sucks. But then
except for Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy likes drawing vehicles.
That's zombie girl on a hood of a car.
That's sick, bro.
What makes her a zombie girl?
Because when I color it, she'll be green.
Okay, thank you. That makes more sense. I'm like, it just looks like girl.
Yeah.
Very, very well rendered, but I'm like,
she doesn't have pupils. That's the big thing is when you die, you turn green and you lose your pupils.
Lose your pupils. Got it.
Yeah.
They melt out of your
Makes
eye.
sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, maybe. So there is a writer I'm talking to as far as doing a horror script for me.
Hell yeah.
If that doesn't pan out with him, maybe we can talk.
Yeah, man. Like, always let me know. I'm always looking for stuff. I was just talking to James about doing stuff. It's now that people are asking me to do more stuff because like the Digger sold well enough. I wasn't prepared because I'm poor and new to people saying yes to shit. So like that was the thing. They were like, so what are you doing next? I'm like, what do you mean? I've never been asked that before. There's never been an option to do something next. I've been riding by the skin of my teeth the whole time. Yeah. So now I've been scrambling. I'm like, every artist like friend that I have, I'm like, hey, do you want to do a pitch with me? Like, do you want to work on something? People are asking me at publishers, and I'm like, sure, I'll find somebody. Let's do this.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, the challenge I've got is like next year I have 3 for sure Kickstarters already lined up.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome.
And I'm debating on what the 4th is going to be. So, because I have different properties that I work on. Dark Side needs an issue 3. That's my like Star Wars knockoff book.
Okay.
Probably the least performing book I have.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly excited to go do it.
That sucks.
But I really like how issue 2 came together. And the folks that are into it, they're really going to want an issue 3. So it's like I have to do it at some point. Alice in Slaughterland was one of my bigger, like, it's more cartoony. So like I technically need to do an issue 2 for that. But then there's also like there's 1,000 other things I want to do. But I need to quit. I need to quit doing series. I need to start doing one shots. Do them and have no expectation that there's going to be more.
Yeah, you don't have to do an issue 2, and when you do, it's when you want to, and it can be its own thing again. I mean, that's easier to sell. That's like when I started pitching publishers and them saying yes, it was because I was pitching 4-issue things, 2-issue things.
Right.
And that's when they started going, okay, yeah, we think that you can get that done. And then once they started saying yes to that stuff and I started delivering, they're like, next time, do you think you want to do like a 6-issue thing? I'm like, hell no. Like, what do you mean? Who's got time to do 6 issues? What happens when issue 2 flops? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. As long as you're getting paid for the 6 issues.
Yeah, and no, you get paid once issue 3 is on stands, but then even then they got to hold on to it because of buybacks from stores and the distributor, because what if it doesn't sell? So you get a couple thousand pre-orders, but only so many of them are actually going to sell through. So it's like you'll get paid 2-3 years. 2-3 years you'll get a paycheck for those. But like I pay the page rate to the artist or whatever, so mostly I'm broke. Sometimes I see a paycheck, and that paycheck goes to making another book somewhere.
Right.
So there's no money. What money?
It goes, man. It goes quick.
I signed up for this. I got to remind myself that I said I want to be a comic book writer, and that's what my job is. Mostly I'm a cheerleader and I'm a bank account. Yeah, sometimes I get to write comics.
It's like 90% sales is what it is.
1,000%.
Then it's like the other 9% is like running the books, and then the 1% is actually making the books.
Yeah, I tell people a lot. I'm like, the thing that I get to do the least is write a comic book, and honestly, it's the thing that matters the least too. It's like, not that I'm a good writer. People like it when I write the thing. It just doesn't matter. You can be a terrible writer and still sell some awesome comic books, because that's the tiniest important thing. Like, it does not really matter to it. One of the only reasons why The Digger sold well enough was because I talked about it on TikTok. It wasn't about, no one has read the thing other than like podcast hosts and critics and a few like awards people and stuff. That people are excited about it because I talked about it. That's what mattered to getting the sales. Hopefully they're happy about it when they see it and it gets good reviews and stuff. But sadly, that's not the thing that matters if you want to break into an artistic format. You just got to be good at talking about it. And even then, I'm not great at it. You just got to go. You got to find awesome people like Steve and James who will let you on their show and go, "Hey, go buy The Digger, please." Like that's most of what you got to do.
Yeah. I see if I can pull your link up here real quick for that. I've got a buddy that he is really good at selling, and he's a great artist too. So he's kind of got the combo going. I don't know if you know Cameron Johnson.
Yeah.
Good dude. He actually gave me a lot of great advice early on with comics in general. Let's see. Do you have the link available?
I sure do.
In the private chat, and I'll drop it in the chat here for everybody.
I can do that.
I'm like trying to Google and talk at the same time. I'm
right.
like, I don't even know if the words I'm saying make any sense right now. But yeah, he taught me a lot early on. He gave me some great advice, and it's been definitely helpful. And in this world, especially the indie world, like there's not a lot of people that will just go out of their way to help you.
No, there really isn't. And like, you kind of have to pick your avenue. Like, are you going to go to the indie comics route? Or are you going to get really good at Kickstarters? Because it's hard to get good at that and get good at trying to work with publishers and getting into stores and learn how to make a better comic book. Like, you kind of have to pick a lane.
It's tough. Everything you do, there is a learning curve. And it's the same thing. Like even with art, like I tell people all the time, it's like, do you want to be a penciler? Do you want to be an inker? Do you want to be a colorist? Concentrate on one of them, and then start doing the next thing.
Yeah, maybe you can dabble into the next one.
Once you've mastered one, which will never happen. Once you've mastered one, then you can move on to the next. Or you can do them all at the same time and not be good at any of them until you are good at them, right? Like it's
I'll tell you what, that's I forced myself to learn how to do a lot of this stuff. And if you look at just the difference between issue 1 of Slaughter Dolls and issue 3, it's just like, huge.
Well,
but yeah,
that's one of the cool things about buying indie comics is you get to see that growth. I love seeing that. You don't see that at Marvel or DC. No one gets to stay on a project that long to see that growth now. You know, like you can jump around to people's careers and go, well, back when they were doing New Mutants versus when they're doing this now. But like, I love buying an indie book and going, man, in issue 1, that was awesome. But have you seen how far they've come for issue 3?
Right.
Like, that's so cool.
So real quick, give us the elevator pitch on Digger here.
You got it, Coach. What if Indiana Jones hunted Short Round? Basically, you have an evil Indy in 1930s Veracruz, Mexico, and he's looking for Olmec ruins. There's a little boy who needs cash because his grandma is sick, and he's going to lead the American to the ruins. He just doesn't know how much danger he's actually in because the Digger does not care who he goes through to get to the ruins, and the Digger doesn't share once he gets there. And that's the entire pitch. It's a 4-issue miniseries from Invader Comics. It's in your local comic book shop January 14th with issue 1, and you can pre-order issue 2 right now. It's distributed by Lunar, so you know it's legit. We're in the massive section of their catalog. That catalog is in every single comic book shop across the U.S., and we're also distributed in Canada soon. So if you want to get this book, you can. You don't have to go to my little indie website and hope that your credit card doesn't get stolen on my website. You can go to your comic shop and let them steal your stuff. So go and find The Digger. It's illustrated by Sam Gudelin. He's the co-creator on the book too. And he absolutely killed it. So even if you don't like my vibe, buy it for the art because his art is incredible, man.
Yeah, the art is really cool too. Yeah.
Was it Mr. T that used to say, "I dig it"?
I pity the fool. He might have said that. I don't know. I haven't heard someone mention Mr. T in 20 years.
Always I pity the fool, but I feel like he said, "I can dig it."
I feel like it.
Yes. Chris will be your spokesperson.
I love that. That is the thing that I say, like, when I send the pitch to people or like to a comic book shop or a critic or whatever, I'm like, hey, let me know if you dig it. And I send a wink. And I would say 98% of the time, no one responds. But 2% of the time, they're like, I see what you did there. And that's worth it. Sometimes it's not a positive thing. Sometimes they're like,
there's just like a long pause on the line followed by
oh, I see what you did.
Sure. Thank you. I'll definitely read that.
Thanks for that fun.
Did you hear that guy? He keeps telling me he writes comics. Obviously he does. I don't know why he has a catchphrase.
It's better than what I get half the time. Most of the time when people see Slaughter Dolls, they say Slaughter Dolls.
But I tell people all the time, like it's a really Kickstarter book. Like that's what that's for. That is for the Kickstarter audience. Give it a try because you're going to be surprised. Because Kickstarter books might look a certain way. Yours definitely is a cut above a lot of them. But like, it's a fun book. Like I think people kind of forget that you're making a book for a specific audience that is also there to just have a good time.
Oh, mine's all ages.
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of parent you are.
Right. I'm gonna go put it in my son's stocking. He'll thank me in a few years.
Yeah.
So James, what do you got coming up, man? You got anything you want to promote or anything that you want people to check out?
I will be on Whatnot this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Just doing some more quick sketches this weekend, and I have not done it yet, but I will be trying to build some hype. I'm going to be auctioning off my banner for my Comic-Con displays.
Nice. Very cool.
Also, very cool. Like bittersweet, but that's a cool thing that you're not going to see sold on Whatnot very often.
No, yeah, it's a one of a kind. I'm never making that again.
There you go.
Until you like some book blows up and you're doing a book at Boom and you're like, shit, I need another banner.
Well, if I make another banner, it'll be a fresh banner. It'll be with a whole new art on it and everything. Like this, I've had this banner for 5 or 6 years now, and it's been the banner that's carried me through Comic-Cons the entire time. And it doesn't reflect me and my art style anymore. So
time to move up.
Yeah, time to move on.
I like
now
it.
You just do lewd cover art, right? Like that's the thing.
I'm leaning that way.
Very Cinescope, Top Cow from the
It's a
90s.
lot of pregnant Sonic.
Right. Oh, yeah. Listen.
A lot of pregnant Sonic.
I think you're going to attract some high-quality customers if you do pregnant Sonic.
Definitely paying customers.
Yeah.
They will pay. They will pay. Don't ask me how I know this. All right. Well, guys, I've posted it on Instagram today, and hopefully I can get my laptop working so I can actually do it. But tomorrow I'm dropping a trailer for Black Kitty. That's gonna be coming out in February, and then very soon I'm gonna be putting up stuff for Cyberhex as well. So that's coming very soon.
Hell yeah!
All that being said, this will be the last show for a minute. We're taking a little bit of a holiday hiatus, especially given the holidays I think are all falling on Thursday this year, right?
Listen,
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun. We should count down the new year with everybody. That'd be awesome. But
well, can you count? I know you guys can't read, but
listen.
How do I get him off of here without like kicking him out? Let's see. Can I mute him? There he is. He's muted. Perfect. All right. So now we can talk over him and we can say all the things we want to say, and there's no rebuttal unless he types it in the chat. But anyways, I think I unmuted him.
I am ready to type. Oh, you unmuted me. I'm like, let's go. I never learned how to draw very well, guys. I can type so fast.
All right. So we've got our last question of the week of the year. This one kind of goes with the theme at the beginning of the show. Is let's see, how do I put it up here on the screen? There we go. What's the first game that you played that truly felt magical to you as a kid? Does not have to be a video game. Could be a board game, could be a card game, could be a mind game.
as I fought Sherlock Holmes when I was a young Moriarty
in the Battle of
realized.
Yeah.
No, it's hide and go seek tag. That was the first time I realized like a game of sport and skill, but also strategy, where like you could outsmart the people on top of being like, fast and you have the prowess of doing that. That was so incredible to me. I was like, oh, I need to chase this feeling. And then I got fat and I realized, well, I can't do that.
It's harder to hide now.
Exactly. So then the second time was D&D. Like being able to tell stories with my friends and craft a narrative and entertain people, which is something I didn't know I wanted to do. I was always a player. The first time I got to be the game master and tell people my story and have them improv and them pitch something and I add on to it and experience that group storytelling thing. That's the closest thing to magic I think I've ever experienced. So that definitely blew my mind.
What about you, James? First game that was magical to you?
I can definitely say without question, the first video game that was magical was Elder Scrolls. Oh my god, yeah, Elder Scrolls Morrowind.
Oh
yeah.
No, three.
Three. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Dude, that game was like, holy hell! This game is amazing, and I want to explore every inch of this game as possible.
Is there anything cooler than getting off that ship and you're in the marsh and you pick up a scroll and it sends you 5,000 feet into the air?
Yes, dude. Oh my god, experiencing that for the first time, like all that stuff for the first time, was like so cool. I mean, it's not as good the second time around, but it is still awesome.
What is?
But it was the fun part of like having your save, going back to your save game and being like, okay, how can I get this scroll and use it still?
How do I get it to work? I can do it, right?
Yeah, like how can I get this to work right? So that game was awesome, just like all the mechanics they had in it. Games in general, I'm with TS actually. Funny enough, similar thing. When I played hide and seek when I was a kid with all my cousins and stuff, man, like we were doing it at dark, and we had it was like me, all my cousins, and the friends that were over, and this is when I was younger, and we were at like this big house. They had a nice yard. It was like had like bushery around the whole thing, so like it was kind of closed in, and like but there was like lots of places to hide and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. It was like dark at night, and it was like kind of creepy, but it was fun, so that was cool.
Have you played Friday the 13th, the video game?
I've seen it played.
I have not.
That is the only video game that's ever captured that feeling as a kid of playing hide and go seek tag.
Yeah.
Like it really does. It's a really good time. So if you want to chase that feeling again as an adult, I recommend getting that game. And then calling me so we can play it together.
I'm a wimp when it comes to scary games.
Oh, it's not scary. There's nothing scary about Jason.
Anything that could like spook you, dude. I swear to God, you should watch me play Call of Duty. Sometimes my wife.
You get spooked at Call of Duty?
I get spooked. Oh well, I'll like literally be like in a spot and I'll be looking around, and then all of a sudden this guy like just comes out of nowhere. I swear to God, somebody. Oh, jeez.
No jump scare.
Yeah,
if a dude came out of nowhere on me, I'd also get scared, James. I understand that. But like, so maybe you don't play Friday the 13th. Maybe that won't be a good time for you. I'm sorry.
My wife, she insists like if you're gonna stream video games ever, you should stream scary video games. I'm like,
I'd watch you get scared, James. I think I'd pay to see that. Honestly,
I get so scared with those stuff so easily. Like I get so into video games sometimes. They like when I used to play Spider-Man. Like I would feel like I was falling when I was falling at Spider-Man. Like that's how in I get.
Yeah, you would get a following doing that. There's a I don't know if you guys have seen him on YouTube. That's his whole shtick is that he plays games that terrify him. I think his name's Very Manly Badass Hero. Is his name?
I love that so much.
And that's the whole gimmick is that he's very jumpy, very sketched out by everything, and
I gotta check that out because that is my. I just played Click Holding the other day, and I'm like, I should have streamed this because I was so uncomfortable for about 2 hours.
Dude, my absolute favorite. I got on a kick with this for a while. There's a British dude, I think he's Swedish dude, and then a Scottish dude will play scary games.
Okay.
The main guy, his name is Fooster, not Foster, Fooster. And it is absolutely hilarious. They will backstab each other, like steal all the loot so no one else can have anything. Like, how many bullets you guys? Like, oh, I've got like 6. And the other guy literally has 2 bullets, and he's sitting on a mountain of ammunition that he's hoarded. You know, like it's that kind of stuff the whole time. Fooster, very funny. But I have to agree though, like the first time that you had that sense of like this is amazing, it's probably hide and go seek at night. We call it flashlight tag, but there was no tagging with flashlights.
Right.
The next closest thing to that, as far as like a real game goes, was paintball.
Oh,
dude,
yeah, paintball's so good.
I think I was like 10 or 11 the first time I played, and I was like, "This is the shit." I suck at it, but it was amazing.
It's that diegetic feeling where it feels like you're doing the thing that you wanted to be pretending to doing. You know, like there's a magic to it. It's like laser tag. The first time you play like a laser tag.
Awesome as a kid, man.
Now let's go paintballing, guys. I know we're in very, very different places in the country, but let's make some paintball happen.
I don't think we're that. Actually, I don't think we're that far.
We're all in the Midwest. It'd still be a lot to drive to play paintball, James. I know that you're a very brave soul.
I think if you're over here, I'm over here, and Steve's here, we can meet at like around Steve's.
Meet in the middle of paintball.
Just north of Columbus is one of the largest paintball fields in the world, I believe, called Splatter Park.
Oh, I have heard of that.
Let's see.
Are you guys doing space in March?
No.
Space? No. What's that?
It's a con in Columbus.
Oh no, I've not heard of it.
It's a smaller con. You guys are a little bit bigger than me when it comes to cons, so
yeah, it's a smaller one.
I'm smaller than Steve, so that would be up my alley a little bit, but
let's see. Photos. Oh, come on. Show me the. Yeah, so this is Splatter Park. Nice grainy photos. There we go. So they've got like the indoor fields or like closed off fields. They've got.
You're sharing the wrong screen, Steve.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, they've got like smaller courses. They've got bigger courses. That's the parking lot. That you can...
Okay, not a course. Here, you guys all park here.
This is like the worst gallery ever.
It really is a bad gallery, but I still love the vibes. I'm like, oh, it's got trenches. Like,
you can hide in a bus. That's where it's at.
I'll show you another one. So there was one like in my 20s. We got back into it. What the hell's it called? I think it's called Paintball Village. Yeah, it swings and things. We'll show you this one. Share this tab instead. So this one, do they actually have photos of it? There we go. So it's like a little bombed out like Middle East village with like
cool.
military vehicles in the middle.
Very Call of Duty-esque.
Dude,
Love it.
this is like the funnest shit.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. That looks awesome.
The funnest part, there's like 4 or 5 of us that would routinely go, and then you get these groups of like 30 that are there for a birthday.
Yeah.
And every time the kids are like, how about us 5 against you 30? And the kids are like, we got this.
Kids often forget that adults have adult skills. You know what I mean? Like we've been doing this for so long. Like, no, we can't do this all day. Our knees will give out. But we have done this for 20 years. You know?
Oh yeah. This right here, the rental coveralls. You knew that these were like prime target number 1. Notice how this one is hiding behind this guy for cover.
Stick out like a thumb.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
So we had a couple guys that routinely play that had this kind of stuff. These guns will shoot like 15 balls a second. Just
that's when they do the feather finger, right? Where it's like you can shoot every single time.
Dude. Yeah, so it's a double trigger, and you can use 2 fingers to just go. And the one dude, it was so light. If he just tilted his gun back, it was enough to set off the trigger.
Set it off. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was poor as a kid, so I had like the crappy brass eagle that you could get from like Walmart, and then I had rich friends who bought all the CO2 for us, and it's like they had those types of guns, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I never actually played paintball, but it always looked fun.
It is a good time. As a kid, it's like absorbently expensive. Like you just can't do it. But then you go as an adult, you're like, this is not bad. This is cheaper than bowling. Like,
dude, it's fun as shit, dude.
It really is, man.
So what I ended up playing with in my 20s, I had one of those guns that would shoot super fast, but I never used it. I had a pump made by CCI Phantom. It's one guy, Mike Cassidy. That's all he does is he makes this paintball gun, and it is the most
like a career, man.
Dude, it is the most precision. Like as far as a paintball goes, like you can dial in everything. It's as close to a sniper rifle as you can get, but you still can't aim because it's a paintball.
Still paintball. Yeah, you're still
lobbing these things,
basically.
But I got so in tune with that thing. These kids would be laughing like, "Why is your gun so small? Why is your hopper so small?" I'm like, "Because I only need one to take you out, kid." And routinely, just goggle shots. Oh my god, it was great.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, this was probably the most fun. Was paintball. But as far as video game goes, man, Metal Gear Solid 2. I never owned it, but seeing a buddy play it, that was the first time where I'm like,
games can do this. Like that was such a magical game.
Like, dude, cool. You can shoot all the bullets out of a magazine, keep the spare magazine, and then throw it to distract people. Like one of the very many things that you could just do to interact with the environment. I'm like, we're here. We're in the future.
This is the future.
This is as good as gaming gets.
You can also do naked cartwheels, which is a thing that I've always wanted to do. And I'm like, of course, like this game is magic.
It's a pretty brilliant game. So, well, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out. TS, thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Check out his book, The Digger. The link is in the chat. I'm going to put it in here one more time.
And you don't even have to go buy it online. Go to your local shop. You don't even have to stress about it. Just tell them you want the weird book where Indiana Jones is the bad guy.
Perfect. He's not your mama's Indiana Jones, I think is what we were saying.
I saw my publisher saw that clip.
Oh, yeah?
Somebody had clipped it out, and he was like, what the hell are you talking about? Who says that?
That's great. And James, as always, thanks for hanging out, man, co-hosting. Guys, it has been an absolute blast. It has been an absolutely fantastic year. There's been ups, there's been downs, but at the end, it's those of us coming together here that makes it all happen. Chris, thanks for hanging out in the chat. Ben, thanks for always being here as usual. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Merry Christmas, all the holidays, happy holidays, happy New Year. We will see you next year. Peace.
2026, baby.